Hello YouTube Vintage Dynaco Restores. So this is video number 2 in the ST120 rebuild. There's the pile of ST120 stuff that I'm working with. Today's video is going to just be a short one. I'm going to go stage by stage, starting with the basic power supply. This is a transformer power supply. So basically the original cord was bad. It was dried out and has some cracks into it. It almost looked like a bunny chew or a cat chew in a couple places. So I put another cord on it. The fuse hole that was here, it actually was damaged, so this would not secure tightly. It had a crack through it and the collar inside was broken. I think it may have fallen and taken a bump at one point. But I had a fuse holder of the same type, and actually a new one, much like the original. So it has a 3 amp slow blow in there. And then, just showing you what I did on the inside, here is the original, the famous Dynaco rocker switch with a light. So there's actually a neon bulb in between the contact rows in there. You have power on both sides of the switch and a little dropping resistor. Well, actually it still works mechanically, but the light was out and it was actually intermittent. I had actually put everything together just on the bench to try it, and it was flickering and there's a little bit of arc going on in there. So I took a closer look at it under magnification, and it's got quite a bit of damage. The contacts are pitted and burnt. Now that's only a 1.5 amp switch. This thing draws 400 watts on average. That's the rating. That switch isn't big enough. But I had this nice stack. Well, I have a whole bag of stack pull switches that I picked up from a surplus store. So it's just basically like this. And it had the right hole spacing and everything. And here's what's cool about these stack pulls. So it's actually a triple switch. So when you're sliding, you basically have 3 sets of contacts and your power comes in on the center. So what I did is I tripled it up. So you have off the AC cord going through there, and then this goes to the transformer. The other side of the AC cord goes through the fuse, and then I put a light here. And so this basically turns it into about a 6 amp switch, and it's kind of neat. There wasn't enough room to put in a light because of where this board goes, the power supply board. So I'm just going to plug this in and show you. So basically, new cord hooked up to existing transformer with paint job, new fuse holder like original, new slide switch, and a new indicator with a small hole for the light to come through. See that? And when you turn that transformer on, it goes "err." This is a nice little transformer, 70.6 volts AC. That's where it should be. Just coming off those leads, there's only one output winding on this transformer. So we can turn it off there. And not included in the original design was a suppression capacitor. So there's a 0.01. It's basically between the neutral side of the cord and the load side. So it will suppress any sparking within the switch. Extends the life of it, and it helps lower the amount of pop. And then this is here. This is the sticky foam stuff. I've used it in cameras and everything. The light can't go through like this because the power board sits right there. So I put it in like that. So it gives us what we're asking for, and it should be nice and reliable. The power supply is actually very important. So the next video is going to be about this power supply board, which is a bit of a mess. And this output transistor here, it actually is, the emitter lead is touching the heatsink, which was ground. Very bad idea. Nice a bit of burn under that one. I don't know what shape this. I'm just going to put a lot of new parts on this board because I don't trust them. There's a resistor on this side that's burned up. I don't know what to find. This cap doesn't even belong on here. It's not in the design. Anyway, we'll do another video on that. Thanks for watching and listening.